Hey yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy CrispPurpose back at it again with another Gems of War Tower of Doom video for you guys. Now in this one, this is a green Tower of Doom this week, and we picked up this new weapon right here, the Doomed Buckler. This is a shield weapon, of course, from Broken Spire, with a 18 mana cost. This is going to be the weapon that you need to have in your team so as to gain maximum points in this Tower of Doom. All right, so this is a green Tower of Doom, so of course your restriction is purely green troops, and there's a number of different options for green troops here that you can use in the lower level as well as in the higher level. I'm going to showcase to you two fast troops, mainly the same team, but switching out two troops here so that you can have a lower rarity team and a higher rarity team simply by putting in these two troops. So the Doomed Buckler, of course, as I said before, will give magic plus 2 armor to an ally, plus 3 per tempering level. Then it will give barrier to all green allies and stun all green enemies. If the enemy has a Doom, it will convert 3 green gems to giant green gems. In the weapon upgrades, it has curing, notable upgrades, I should say. Armored Vital Curing. I think Curing is Cleanse Myself. Tangling. It will entangle the first enemy. And Doomed Nature. It will drain 2 mana, I think, from green enemies. That's actually pretty good if you're going up against green enemies on the enemy team. The class of choice for almost all levels in this Tower of Doom is going to be the Elementalist class. Why I'm using the Elementalist class, of course, we all know the Elemental Force final trait, stunning, freezing, burning, and entangling a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems. And the setup for the class is this. So I have Impact Set insulated. Stone Circle is okay, you don't really have to have it. Rock Solid, Deluge, because the troop, the hero is not in the first slot, and the weapon can actually spawn a barrier for all green allies. So I don't really want Rock Solid on this team. I decided to go with Deluge just to get a Submerge, just in case there are enemy troops that can deal AoE damage. If I'm submerged, I will dodge all of that. And then Lightning Strike and of course Fortitude. And because this is a Tower of Doom, I purchased up decently in this event. I actually grabbed that first pack for about 1,350 gems. So I have the Potion of Enchantments right there, the Potion of Explosion, Potion of Rejuvenation, Potion of Armor, Potion of Blessing, and then the Potion of Shielding. So as you can see, here's a number of different ways here that my troops are going to be tanky and strong so as to execute this Tower of Doom successfully. Um, I want to point out as well that the Potion of Armor is going to stack on my troops, right? So, for example, troop at top of my team that has already has skull damage reduction is going to benefit from this. That troop is Box Rider. This troop here is a great generator option for a number of different reasons. For one, Box Rider has Tangle. He will inflict Entangle when doing skull damage. So just in case there's a lone skull out there and enemy troops are going to be able to use it, cast your Box Rider. He's going to allow you. Um, Actually, you should match that skull, I should say. He's going to allow you to entangle that first enemy if they're not immune. And he has skull damage reduction, so he's going to add that additional portion of armor on top of the bark skin that he has 33% skull damage reduction with. And he entangles a random enemy as well whenever you cast him with his bog slime spell. Our main damage dealer on this team is going to be Archdruid Blackwood. This is a newer campaign mythic. Pretty decent troop, not the most potent, but his traits and spell is actually pretty decent, right? It's 24 mana cost of blue, green, and purple. It's an elemental mystic. Ritual of Decay is the spell. He deals true damage, right? To all enemies, boosted by entangled gems. And then he diseases all enemies. The disease can prove to be useful, stopping your enemy troops from gaining mana, at least slows them down, I should say. He also has Nature Pact in his first traits, 25% chance to summon a Dryad on death. He's impervious, so he's immune to all status effects. So whatever the enemy troops are dishing out, that's not gonna work for my Archdruid Blackwood. And then he has Creeping Vines for the final trait. He will create 2 Entangle Gems when my turn begins. If you're exploding these Entangle Gems or the potions are exploding them, it's going to entangle the enemy troops. That's going to allow you to tank a lot on this team. And then the weapon is in the second slot, in the third slot, I should say. And then Daughter of Yasmin is in the back of the team. This is here for the spell because it's an empowered troop. I want to mention that. Starts battles with full mana. It will convert red gems to green and then conjure a Leaf Storm. That Leaf Storm is going to be pretty useful because all of my troops need that storm, right? You know what I mean? They all need that storm. They all use green mana. It's a pretty potent team right here. The banner I decided to go with for this one is the Spider banner from the Eldrazor faction. This is a +2 on green, +1 on purple. They are minusing red because we're converting it away with our Daughter of Yasmin, right? Pretty straightforward. So that's it for the team. Let's hop on into this fight. I am in the level, I should say, floor 8 of the Tower of Doom. Pretty far gone. You know what I mean? It's because of the starter pack. It's not because I played at all. This is the first time touching the team. Let's cast our box rider. If we want to as well, we can go ahead and cast our what's the name of her again? Daughter of Yasmin, and she will allow us to get that. She will allow us to get that green storm going. You know what I mean? Even if you're not matching gems at a time when you cast it, it's still pretty useful. All right, let's move on to battle number 3 here for this, and let's see if we can find this room. That's pretty important for the guild. Of course, I need to keep these in mind. I didn't look at that one, but maybe when I watch back this video, I'll be able to take a look at it. But yeah, man, this team is very simple, very fast, and it's very safe. That's one of the things I want to make mention of. It's a very safe team for Tower of Doom. Let's convert some gems here, get our box rider going. Cast this, and as you can see, half the enemy team is entangled already. The Elementalist class would have done that by itself, right? But we're just compounding the fact here that we have them entangled, and they can't really do much to us. They can do a little spell damage, but not a lot, right? Not a lot at all. And if we want to as well, and there's an enemy troop with an annoying trait or something, we can cast it and hopefully get a stun on all the enemy troops and a barrier for all allies. And if not, we could stun them with the elemental force. So there's a lot of defensive things for this team and a lot of offensive things for this team that I think that many players would benefit from. Of course, Tower Dooms are nothing new, but at the same time, we also want to present fresh ideas for people to try out. And as you guys can see, because I have a green storm going along with the Archdruid Blackhood, there's a lot of random gem spawning happening, which allows the troops to get spell ready. As you can see, we found the unlock room right there, which is pretty good. That was room number 4 for me on floor number 8. I want to keep that in mind. And let's fight this final fight here by switching out the Archdruid Blackwood. So as I said before, there is a troop that you could use instead of the Archdruid. And let's go all the way down to Legendary right here. And he is right here, Venoxia. In fact, Venoxia might be a better option than the Archdruid. Why? Because Venoxia spawns green gems and blue gems and deals true damage to all enemies. So he has a level of board control. If indeed you get a 4+ gem match, you can go at it again, right? As opposed to Archdruid, after you cast him once, the enemy gets a turn, then you have to cast your generator again to get mana back to your Archdruid. Venoxia can get mana back to himself without needing a generator. It generates for itself as well. And it has Arcane, so it will gain 1 magic when an ally casts a spell. Let's put it right there on the team, and the banner still works great for this. Let's go. Let's hop into another fight here in this green Tower of Doom. Right now, let's convert some gems. Get our troop spell ready. As you guys can see, that was beautiful. Cast it. Didn't get an extra turn, but we got mana back to Venoxia, right? Cast Venoxia again. There it is. Beautiful stuff. Really, really beautiful stuff. Right, that was a haste right there. Let's keep that in mind. And let's go to the Doomed room right here for our green Tower of Doom. This is the Doom of Flame. And we have a special event this week as well. I think I'm going to be posting a video on that, seeing exactly what we have and how we can make use of the troops in that event. All right, let's cast our Venoxia. A lot of green on the board, but we didn't get an extra turn. Let's see if we can just cast our Daughter of Yasmin once more. As you can see, this team loops into itself fairly well. I think it's a decent setup of a team right here. Let's see if we can run it out again. Try it out, Venoxia. Let's give it one more shot, see how it actually works. And then I'm gonna leave you guys to try out this team. I think I'm gonna go and try and make another video covering that special holiday event. All right, let's see if we get our. There we go. We got Box Rider and then Venoxia. Venoxia looped. There we go. That's what we're looking for. It's not a lot of gem spawn from Venoxia, but it is a solid option, man. Let's take a look at the team once again. Boxer at top of the team, entangling enemies with his tangle as well as entangling them with his spell Bog Slime, Venoxia on the team, spawning green and blue gems. And of course, if you don't want to use Venoxia, use the Archdruid Black Hood. Pretty powerful troop. A lot of entangling happening here. Is just so defensive, and at the same time you're dealing damage. That's the main reason why I went down the true damage route as opposed to the regular route here. I think that the true damage is pretty potent. Of course, if you are having all the expensive stuff in the game. You have your Stellarix, you have your Diamantina. Use those. Go right ahead. I think you'll be fine. If you have other troops, like for example the Scourge of Honor, go down that route as well. You should be okay. But I think that I'm gonna roll with this for the early aspects of this Tower of Doom. Maybe in the later battles I'll switch things up. But for now, I'm going down this route. Hopefully, you guys and gals found this video helpful and informative. And if you did, remember to share the video, man. Share it with your guild. Anybody else you know plays Gems of War. Tell them to come on over and check out Chris Purpose's YouTube channel for his Guild Wars teams. So I want to make mention of Guild Wars because it's coming back, baby. His Tower of Doom teams and every other teams on the channel. All right, guys. Catch y'all next one. Peace.